Yeah, but like I keep saying, guys, this is going to keep happening, and it's happening at a rapid rate. You know, these non-threatening, appear to be non-threatening, quiet, white identity extremists, mass Neaderthug shooters. This is the pattern you're going to continue to see, unfortunately. This is the system that we live in. This guy's name is Dimitrios Pagourtzis. I'm going to slaughter his name. I could care less about pronouncing his name correctly. This is another Neanderthug troglodyte that's adding to the face of domestic terrorism. I mean, you can't deny the facts. And, you know, the dominant white society, they always want to point to, well, you had a black mass. What is this about color? You had a black mass shooter, the DC sniper. You know, that was nearly 20 years ago. What is the consistent pattern that's happening pretty much? I mean, this is what, the 22nd mass shooting this year. And like the, what, third or fourth major mass shooting at a school this year. Nicholas Cruz. Listen, man, the stats don't lie. The stats don't lie, you know? And like I said before, to understand the pattern of a guy like Dimitrios Pagourtzis, right? These guys, more than likely, they work alone. They may have some like-minded weirdos that may work with them, but that's highly unlikely. They're usually always non-threatening, quiet, reserved, and when you ask people that may have known them, mutual friends or accomplices, whatever, they're going to say, hey, he was quiet, non-threatening, friendly. Again, those are the signs you have to watch out for. Those are the signs. And they're talking about this guy dressed around in a trench coat every day. I remember a dude in my high school that would dress the same way. He would wear the same gothic stuff, but fortunately or unfortunately, you know, he didn't plan a mass shooting back in the 90s. Thank God for that. But yeah, those are the signs you got to watch out for. You know, like I said, this is going to continue to happen. This is the system that we live in. This is the so-called president of the United States, number 45, Clockwork Orange. This is his white supremacist regime. This is the very same guy that said white identity extremists such as the alt-right. He said people like white supremacists and alt-right, they're good on both sides. You know, I don't call a forced apology right after that statement, and that's exactly what it was. It was a forced apology. That wasn't no damn apology. So he acknowledges white supremacy. He accepts that, and he is the leader, the face of white supremacy. That is Clockwork Orange, aka number 45, aka Donald Trump. This is what he accepts. And gun control, or should I say, these people that are owning these firearms, unfortunately, this is never going to change. Never going to change. You know, this is the reality, family. This is going to continue to happen. Just brace yourself for the next mass shooter who looks exactly like this guy. A white identity extremist, mass shooter, who more than likely will post cryptic social media posts that have something to do with white supremacy. Just like this guy here who had a trench coat with neo-Nazi, you know, symbols and things of that nature. This is the pattern that you're going to continue to see, family. You know? And it's unfortunate, but this is the reality we live in. We live in a system of racism, white supremacy. That's the reality of the situation. That's it. You know, that's it. This guy, you know, allegedly, I think it's over 10 people that were murdered by this animal. And again, this guy's alive. He gets taken into custody peacefully, just like Nicholas Cruz was taken into custody peacefully, just like Dylan Roof was taken into custody peacefully, just like George Zimmerman, Scum of the Earth Zimmerman was taken into custody peacefully. Let there be a black man trying to get into his house and the only thing he has on him is a cell phone, and let these race soldiers see that this black man has a cell phone, they'll mistake that, quote unquote, as a weapon, and they will be in fear of their life, and therefore they will have to shoot. That guy's gone for having a cell phone. But this guy who kills 10 people, 10 wounded, he gets taken into custody peacefully. Taken into custody peacefully. Gets arrested. Probably take him to Burger King or some kind of fast food restaurant to calm him down. And gets taken into custody peacefully. Just like Dylan Roof. You know. Like I said, this is the reality. This is the reality of the situation. We live in a system of racism, white supremacy. That is the reality. There's been so many of these mass shooters, man. It's crazy because I talked about another video, another mass shooter earlier this year. That video got flagged, and therefore it caused my channel to be penalized for not doing live streams, which is, I'm still waiting on that flag to be expired so I can continue to do live streams and hopefully, you know, get that up and running and get some super chats going and stuff like that to continue to you know, to continue to just confront the reality of racism, white supremacy, and offer suggestions on how to replace this system with the system of justice, right? So, like I said, family, you know, this is going to continue to happen. It's sad, it's unfortunate, but that's the reality that we live in. This is the added face of domestic terrorism, a white identity extremist, and this is not only happening domestically, but around the world. This man is a terrorist. I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact that mainstream media is going to continue to pacify this guy's issue and say he has mental health problems, has problems with his family, and you know, that kind of stuff. They're going to continue to just pacify him and not make him to beat what he is, which is a troglodyte Neaderthug mass shooter. That's who he is. A troglodyte Neaderthug domestic terrorist mass shooter. But he will be labeled as a guy with mental health issues. He won't be labeled as a domestic terrorist. He won't be labeled as a terrorist at all. More than likely. More than likely. So, it is what it is, family. Those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below about this shooting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section, family. Until next time, Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.